How you doing out there? It's me, Bennie Love, lounge singer for the Lord, crooner for Christ, born-again mafiosa. Time again for Ask Bennie, where the little people out there get to ask Bennie about some of the vexing questions of our day. I got one here. Dear Bennie, as the world's foremost authority on born-again mafiology, can you tell me if pickleball is a Christian game? Okay, first of all, a lot of you may not know what pickleball is, and how it got its name. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. So in that aspect, pickleball is like Christianity, which spread like wildfire all over the ancient world. It's kind of like tennis, only use plastic ball and paddles. The court is about half size of a tennis court, and scoring is completely different than tennis. Like tennis, you can only get a point when you're serving, but that's where the similarities end. In pickleball, you play up to 7 or 9, 15 points, whereas in tennis, it's 15, 30, 45 game. All right. So, and if you don't score any points in tennis, your score is love. That's the difference right there. There's no love in pickleball. So in that sense, it's unlike Christianity, which is based on love. The question comes up, are any sports Christian per se? Football, for instance, such a violent sport, How Christian is that? You might say teams pray before games. They praise God when they score a touchdown. They thank God after they win, give credit to the Lord. But then there are teams like Notre Dame, which is the home of big-time religious football. They pray throughout the game. Their quarterback's calling signals. Luke 13:23, Deuteronomy 10, help one. If they lose, it's like a sin, The guy's lined up at the confessional, bless me, Father, for I fumbled, I had a friend, went to Notre Dame, he had to get away from all that guilt, He moved to New York City, but he was still haunted by guilt, He heard the subway announcements in Gregorian chant. This is the D train, across the platform is EF, next stop is 34th Street. Some Christians refuse to play or watch sports on the Lord's Day. Chariots of Fire is a movie where one of the protagonists refuses to run, in an Olympic track event for England, despite the urging of the Prince of Wales. By the way, one of my relatives was a barber, and he once shaved the Prince of Wales. Took him 3 weeks. Okay, so how did pickleball get its name? A couple of guys were playing wiffle ball. They broke the bat. All they had left was a ping pong paddle to hit the ball. So they thought they'd call it wiffle tennis or paddle tennis. Well, nobody knew what to call it. They're really in a pickle, hence the name pickleball. As to whether pickleball is a Christian sport, I have no idea. I just love playing it, so it must be a gift from God. But I don't think winning or losing is a matter of right or wrong, unless you're not playing fair. In which case, you might not have a Christian attitude in how you play the game. That's all I got for now. So how do I close? Don't kill nobody, just for today.